There are two different schools of thought when it comes down to opportunities. There's one community. These are a lot of motivational speakers that'll say things like, if you missed out on an opportunity, don't worry about it. Life is abundant with a number of opportunities. Another one's around the corner. It's like missing the bus. If you miss 3:30's around the corner, it's going to be all right. Don't stress out about it. That's one community. Here's the other community. You ready? This other community says, in your lifetime, you're probably going to get a couple big opportunities that are going to present themselves. Could be a meeting. Could be a sit down. Could be a interaction with somebody that you could impress the person where the person goes back and says, I want to do some kind of business with you. That one opportunity could completely change your life. Don't screw it up. Be prepared for it. That's one school of thought. Who is right? I'm going to tell you a story here. It's 2012-2013 NBA season. The Miami Heat are facing off the Pacers. That year, the Pacers were very strong. They had a strong center, Hibbert, and they're going against each other. Miami has LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and this is a good matchup. They go in the playoffs. Game 1, Miami against the Pacers. There's only 2.2 seconds left on the shot clock. Pacers are ahead, 102-101. The game is in Miami. If Pacers win, this is a big statement to the world. And it hurts Miami because they beat them in their home. What happens with 2.2 seconds left? The coach, I know this because he's a Laker coach, not Vogel, decides to take Hibbert out. He sits him down. I'm like, what are you doing? This guy's playing incredible defense. You got to keep him in. He takes him out. Inbound pass to who? LeBron James. By the free throw line. LeBron turns around, goes in for the left-handed layup with 0 left on the shot clock. They win the game. Everybody's jumping all over the place. Afterwards, commentators are talking, and everybody says, well, you know, that sometimes happens, but they got to come back, and this one you got to be mentally tough, and this one you got to, and I bet the coach in the locker room, he's probably saying this. What do you think the coach is saying in the locker room? We're going to be all right. We can make the recovery. Kenny Smith turns around, who's a 2-time champion with the Houston Rockets, with Akeem Olajuwon. He says the following thing here. He says, I don't know if I agree with you guys. So what do you mean? I just don't agree with you. Why not? Says, look, to assume that you're going to go back to the finals again, it's very naive. He says, I have a lot of friends that I've played basketball with for a long time, great basketball players. And they had a chance one time to go to the finals and win, and they didn't. And they thought they were going to go back, and many times they never, ever went to the finals ever again, and they never got a chip. And the name of the game is getting a chip. Never went back again. And I sat there and I'm listening to Kenny saying, wow, pretty powerful statement. A little bit demoralizing. Not the most optimistic statement you want to hear. But guess what happened? They never went to the championship ever again. And they could have that series. They actually could have won to the championship. We could today be saying that the Pacers were a one-time champion during that time, and LeBron would have only had 2 rings instead of his 3. But what happened? They choked. They didn't make the right decision. The opportunity presented itself. They didn't make the right decision. How does this apply to you and I? You know, these weird times that we're living in with the coronavirus and the pandemic, these are very weird times. There's going to be a very small community of people, I guarantee you, that are sitting around saying, I don't know why I'm optimistic about something good happening for me around the corner. Everybody's telling me it's the end of the world. Zombies going to be running out here soon. Apocalypse, Armageddon, whatever you want to call it. All these videos going viral and posing so much fear. I think everything's going to be all right, okay? That small community, post-pandemic, a crazy opportunity is going to present itself to them. And they're going to capitalize. But it's also going to be majority of people in the world who during these times are going to get softer. They're going to get casual. They're going to pick up bad habits. They're going to watch so much TV. They're probably going to put on 5 to 10% of their body weight, gaining 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds of weight. Just get a little bit more, casual with their energy. And that opportunity is also going to present itself to those people, but they're not going to be ready for it. My challenge to you is, don't take these times lightly and get caught and glued to the TV watching every other news as if you have any major influence to be able to slow this thing down. Unless if you're somebody that's directly working with pharma or directly working with scientists or Fauci or the president. Unless if you're somebody involved with helping come up with the cure, keep at it. Study every single thing that's going on. But if you're not, this is a very good time to recreate yourself. So when that great opportunity presents itself, you capitalize.
Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Parker, on your retirement. We'll be happy to cash out your retirement account today. Just a few of the details. Great. Now let me go get your money. There's a little bit more. Okay, we have 5, 10, 15, 20. That's it. Now don't spend it all in one place. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Parker, on your retirement. We'll be happy to cash out your retirement account today. Just a few of the details. Great. Now let me go get your money. There's a little bit more. Okay, we have 5, 10, 15, 20. That's it. Now don't spend it all in one place.
Currencies have been backed by oil, by gold and silver, by land. As soon as you remove something that you can't, something that puts financial constraint on them, where you can't just print as much of it as you want, the currency is pretty much doomed. Basically, we used to use gold and silver, and then they come out with representations for gold and silver. All the currency in the United States and in most countries was redeemable for gold or silver at one time. Our currency used to say there have been deposited with the Treasury of the United States $100 in gold coin payable to the bearer upon demand. You go into any bank, slap down your currency on the counter, and ask for your money, your gold and silver, and they would give it to you.
I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets.
Never in the history of the world has this ever happened. In 1971, the U.S. and Nixon convinced the entire world to replace gold and silver with paper money. This stuff. Cash is trash.
They just type them into a computer, the dollars. They don't have to print them anymore. It used to be that you had to mint coinage to expand the currency supply. Then you had to print paper to expand the currency supply. But now all you do is you add zeros to it.
The Federal Reserve has been given the power and the authority to create money out of thin air.
But it is actually horrific. When you look back in history, the last 3,000 years, every episode of this kind of silly crap ended very, very badly.
When everyone realizes what's happening, it's going to be a gold rush into this thing that will be it'll just blow people away.
It'll be the biggest one in history.
Yeah, it's going to make even in the shares, it's going to make the NASDAQ boom look like nothing.
It really took this economic crisis for people to start waking up. People in the United States are discovering that it's in our Constitution that only gold and silver can be money in the United States, and that the Federal Reserve notes are illegal, unconstitutional money that we're not supposed to be using.
They don't even have to print this trash in.
Right.
It's electronic. That is how fast it's going to hit people.
Absolutely. Coming, family. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our live presentation here. I'm your host, brother. Well, I'm your presenter, your brother and friend, Eric Ture Muhammad. Just waiting for my video to begin. And I would like to take time now to allow us to hear from our host, and that's Miss Naila. And she's here with us. Dear sister, where you is? Where you is?
Here I am. Here I am. Thank you so much, Brother Eric. I'm very excited about doing this call this evening. First, I would like to start off by saying thank you for everyone joining this call. It is my birthday, so it is my pleasure to be a part of this call and to introduce Carrot Bars International to everyone. I'm very, very excited about it. I hope you all enjoyed this call as much as I do.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well,
Brother
it's a one.
Eric.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing when someone's willing to share the gift of their born day with others. And it's something that should not be taken for granted, because she's sharing out of not just love for herself, but she's extending that love by sharing with us what she appreciates most. Let me ask you something, Miss Naila. You've been in Carrot Bars how long now?
It's been about a couple of weeks or months. Not really
Okay.
sure exact timeline.
Okay, all right. What attracted you to it?
But I know it feels like forever. I'm very, very excited. It feels like I've been in for a very, very long time. Mm-hmm. Because I just know what it has to offer, what it's offered me, what it offered my family, and I'm very excited for everyone else to see that as well.
Excellent, excellent. Now, you had an experience, I hope you don't mind me sharing. You had the experience that we're going to share with others in exchanging paper dollars, declining paper dollars for gold. When you made that exchange and you saw the value increase in your account, your own personal gold savings account, what did you think about it? What impression did it leave you with?
I instantly thought about my children. I knew that this was something that I actually can rely on. You know, when you go on an interview and you look for a job, you never really know what you're going to get. You get an hourly rate and you start calculating your savings. I am big on using the notebook. I'm always writing down my expenses, what I expect to get in a month, in the next 6 months, in a year. But when I heard about something that will always gain value, which is saving in gold, and when I know that it was an appreciating asset, and I never have to worry about it being taken away from me, I was all in. I am a person of change and failure, and I'm excited about what has been declined in my life. And all I want to do is win. And I know paper dollars, you could tend to lose. And I know with gold, you can't lose.
If you're talking, I cannot hear you. I heard continue to lose. Did you freeze on me? Well, if she did, family, I'm going to
enjoying this lovely weather outside.
Oh, okay. All right. There you go. You froze up on me a little bit there. I'm going to share a screen here. I believe I'm going to share the screen. It's about mindsets and what kind of mind we have to have coming into this opportunity. It's going to be very quick. just wanted to share that bit with you because this is what it's going to take to see the lifestyle of your choice, to see the goals that you desire to be realized. All this starts with you. Okay, so let me move this a little further here. If you are looking for a better way, if you're looking to enhance, change, or create a new trajectory of a lifestyle, then I'm here to help you do that. I'm Brother Eric Ture Muhammad, and just a little about me before we get started. I'm a bronze director with Carabas International, the very e-commerce company that you heard Sister Naila talk about when we first began. We're in the people building business, but our product is gold. If you notice in the beginning of the presentation, we talked about, and you heard the other experts talk about gold being money. You saw the couple come up to the bank and they were looking to withdraw their retirement savings, only to see blank sheets of paper come back to them wrapped in money bands. What was that signifying? It's signifying that paper is just what it is. You can make it whatever you want it to be when you write on it. You can do whatever you want with it when you blow into it, when you wipe with it, you burn it, but it can never hold or store value. So paper is not money. Gold and silver, these are assets. These are known as money. They're defined as money in your Constitution. But somewhere along the line, a legal fraud has taken place where the gold and the silver standard was removed from the economy. And as a result, we got a floating currency known as fiat. Hence, here we are with a valueless currency. But we are wealth builders. And in our opportunity, we show you how to build and obtain massive wealth. And in this brief discussion, you're going to learn more about it. Well, along with the fact that I'm a bronze director in Carabas International and a student of Wealth Builders Worldwide, I'm also a member of the Nation of Islam. I'm a son of freedom fighter Kwame Ture. Some of you know him as Stokely Carmichael, the author of the call, The Rallying Cry for Black Power. My wife, Philomena, who you see there in the embrace, we're both Carabas affiliates. She sponsored me. I wasn't as wide awake as I am now. And now that I'm awake, I'm going to stay woke. But truth be told, someone had to introduce the opportunity to me. And when you have someone as loving and trustworthy and as committed as my wife is to family and to me and to my knucklehead ideas, oftentimes you should settle yourself and listen. And I'm so happy that I listened to this opportunity. And through her and through our cooperative building, we have successfully built teams across 4 continents of this world, and we're constantly growing. And this is the opportunity that's before you. This is the opportunity that Sister Naila is sharing with you because she knows and she understands the power and the magnitude of controlling the narrative under which you live, having the power to define who you are and whose you are. That should never be in the hands of someone else. That should be in your hands. So here's what we do. In this opportunity, we show you clearly, we show you how to start your own gold home-based business. That's right. You get to literally save gold for yourself. And you're going to do it by a system by which you just exchange those declining paper dollars for gold. And what do you do after that? You save the gold for yourself. You hold it for yourself. You share the opportunity with others. And what's going to happen? When they duplicate what you have done, you will absolutely begin to earn residual wealth. Now, how did we even get here? How did I even come to that understanding? How did 100,000 of us as wealth builders come to this understanding that we're sharing with you today? Well, we had to have a dream, because in order to know your why in life, some people say, well, why do you want to do this? And they look to their children. Some look to a goal they have, but those whys are help to fortify what your dream should be. Now, I didn't know what dreaming was. I had desires. When I first met my wife, I knew I was in love instantly. I knew that I was going to marry this woman. Hopefully she felt the same way as I did, okay? But I knew it and I worked towards it. Why? Because I knew that this is the person I wanted to be with for the rest of my life. And I wanted to produce a family. And I wanted to see the world. And I wanted to do all these things that I was blessed to marvel over younger, and what I wanted for her and for our children that were to come. It was a future. It was a future that one should live for as well as hope for. Well, something got in the way of that. It was called a job. And when the job came, it crushed the dream. Well, when I was reintroduced to dreaming, when I was introduced to this opportunity, I was reintroduced to dreaming. That couple you see there on your right-hand side there, that's Mr. and Mrs. Ty and Valerie Best. They are the CEOs, partners, and founders of Wealth Builders Worldwide, which is a group, a collective of independent affiliates of this great commerce company known as Caribars International. Well, they produced a book for us, and it serves as a guide. This is known as the Dream Chasers or the Dream Chaser Manifesto. This manifesto is a dreamer's guide to surviving in a jungle of non-dreamers. Benjamin Franklin, the philanthropist, who gets a lot of credit for everything from the Constitution to preambles to what's it called? Electricity. Well, Mr. Franklin said this. He said, you live until you're 18, but you're buried at 65. Well, that would make the common person, it definitely made me wonder, what in the heck happened between 18 and 65? If I lived only up to 18 and I'm just around until I'm buried at 65, that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But what he was describing was society, and what society has dumbed all of us down to, just people who exist. So you want to dream big? Great. Because when you dream big, you discover your why. But now you have to have the plan. How do you accomplish it? What is your plan? These are a couple of questions I'm going to put to you. Where are you in life right now? And where would you like to be in the future? Now, these are very salient points that must be understood, because the distance between where you are and where you want to be is a decision. And hopefully you're found making that decision this evening. In making that decision, here's another question that should aid you. If you keep doing for the next 10 years what you did the last 10 years, will you reach your goals? Well, 10 years ago, could you see yourself sitting on the couch, on the chair, or laying across the bed, or in your car trying to figure out what the next step is going to be? Masks all over your face, gloves all over your hands, wearing hazmat suits under curfews and stay-at-home orders. Did you see this happening to you in your America 10 years ago? The truth is, we didn't see this coming, and we don't have enough time to recreate that wheel. Listen to me and understand this. If you always do what you've always done, you're practically destined to always get what you've always gotten. All right? Let me show you a little timeline that speaks to my age group so you'll understand the dynamic fully of where we are. We've done school, education, 21 years, some 26 years, all right? And we did this education only to get a job. We didn't get an education that allowed us to build a society, something that we can call our own. We've added to society. We've added to certain aspects of infrastructure. However, it did not allow us to put our name on it, stamp it, gain the credit and recognition down the road that we built that building. We built that entity. We built this portion of society. We created a civilization. None of that was available to us in the training. We end up working a job. Now, I know some of us who joke about jobs, especially in the entrepreneurial world, we mock it often, even though we came through it. Sometimes we say job means jump out of bed. Sometimes we say job means just over broke. But job, technically speaking, is selling time for money. You're selling your time for money. And before you know it, 40 years goes by. And then you retire, some 62, 65, somewhere around that mark. And you retire with a need to go back into the workforce. Why? Because what you were earning was not enough, and you retired on 40% less than that. So now you find yourself downsizing, consolidating your wares, and you sell off your assets because now you're trying to stay afloat. Or at 65, 70, 80, you return to the workforce. Well, the average life expectancy after retirement is 81 years old. And if you're retiring at 65 and you return back to the workforce at 70, wow, you are really cutting your years short. And then look at this. Studies have proven that those who have retired and have been forced to live the trauma of returning back to the workforce, 5 years of their life is almost guaranteed to be will shorten their life expectancy. 5 years is taken off as a result of the trauma of having to go back to work, to now listen to people 21, 22, 23 years old tell you what to do at 60, 70. So when do you finally get the rest? When do you finally get the opportunity to have an existence debt-free? Hopefully it's not in this state. Hopefully it's not there where you're resting in peace with nothing to leave but the legacy of work and debt. How about this? Some of you are just starting households, having families, young children. What kind of talk do you have with them? You know what you want for their future. They know you want the best for them. Look at the look on their face. But now you have to have that talk. You're going to grow up, Junior, 12 years of college, 4 more years, and then you'll work until you die. How do you feel about that? Man, that's a broken system. See, the problem here is that you cannot outwork an exponential inflation with a linear income. This means linear. You clock in, you clock out. Anything in between, you're paid for. Anything outside of that, you're not. But you find inflation, which is the price, where the prices of goods and services and products go up, but the purchasing power, the value of your dollar decreases or declines. You don't have the spending power. And again, you can't do 10 more years of this. You just don't have enough time. Then there's this fellow, Warren Buffett. How many of y'all ever heard of Warren Buffett? Warren Buffett, argumentably, is noted as one of the most successful world billionaires and investors, okay? He made this comment. He says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Well, we take it up a notch. Check this out. This is Mr. Michael L. Dalco. He's our senior partner in Wealth Builders Worldwide. In 6 years, 6 years ago rather, he was working at Wells Fargo. Some of y'all heard of Wells Fargo. He was a mortgage banker there. He was over 3 branches in the city of Atlanta, Georgia. But you know what happened? Someone introduced this opportunity to Mr. Dalco. And as a result, within 103 days, Mr. Dalco replaced his entire annual salary and walked away from that job and has been a free man for the last 6.5 years. But his wife, Mrs. Monisha Dalco, also now 20 years corporate trainer. She's been free now almost 3 years. But wait, it gets even better. Their children, 5 children, 4 of them free, never, ever have to go to work unless they want to. They can create something for themselves because they have the means. The 5th of the 5 children, she's a captain in the military, and she's just waiting to finish out the service of her time, and she'll also remains on that course of freedom. Mr. Dalco learned a very interesting point in his sojourn in gold. He gave another definition of money where he states, anything that is defined as money must be a store of value. It must store your labor. It must be worth as much or more in the future as it is today. Can you say that about the US dollar? It's losing purchasing power every day. It doesn't have the power or the ability to increase in value because there's no asset backing it. So what we teach here in wealth building and what you're learning about today, you're going to learn about the ways to create residual income. You're going to accumulate appreciating assets such as the gold, and you're going to learn how to outrun, outdistance, outpace inflation. Matter of fact, you're going to be so far ahead of it, it's like a string tied to your finger, and you won't even know it's there unless you look at it. And you'll learn how to utilize the advantages of the tax code. I'm not talking about getting a tax refund just so you can get that brand new shiny used car. No, I'm showing you how to apply it to your business principles and practices where it provides residual wealth, additional residual wealth for yourself. Check out what Mr. Donnie learned in this game of Monopoly.
Oh my gosh.
Where's all your money gone, Donnie?
Taxes. 9, 10, 11. Let me fix my houses.
Bug, it's okay. It's part of the game.
No, it's not.
It's not fun. It's not fun to what?
It's the worst part of the game.
Oh, it's what?
Taxes.
Boy, oh boy. Donnie learned early Well, I wonder if he was that same baby that had that befuddled look when they learned about a broken system. Now he's grown up in that system, in his Monopoly board. Monopoly is life. Y'all should learn that, study that board, because taxes could take as much as 40% of your entire income of all the years that you've worked over the course of your career, whether it's 5 years, whether it's 10 years, whether it's 5 months. The first 3 months of any job belongs to Uncle Sam. So here you have taxes. Taxes takes as much as 40% of what you earn over the years. How do you know? You pay taxes for food, you pay taxes on gas, you pay taxes on transportation, you pay taxes on the clothes that you clean and wear, you pay taxes on your grooming for the getting your nails and your hair done and all the cosmetic trappings to make you feel good about being on a job selling your time for money. And these are daily expenses that are never, ever, ever, ever calculated into the wage you agreed to get the job. So what do we do about that? Look, Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Man, Poor Dad, entrepreneur and real estate mogul, he introduced to us what's known as the cash flow quadrant. Now, the cash flow quadrant is very interesting because whether you're employed with a job or you own a job, being self-employed, you still have no leverage. 95% of all the wealth available escapes you because you have no time, location, or financial freedom to enjoy it. But when you're on the other side of that quadrant, he says, you allowed your business to work within a system where that system maximizes the efforts of others and begins to pay you. Money now works for you. So to be successful with a business, you have to have a leveraged business that maximizes both the B quadrants and the I quadrants. The B quadrant is the business that submits to a system, and the I quadrant is making money work for you as opposed to you working for it. So in Caraballs, we answer all 4 of those keys. We create the residual income, we help you acquire the accumulating and appreciating asset, we outrun the inflation, and we utilize the advantages found in the tax codes. Now, this is Caraballs International. Caraballs International, I said to you earlier, is an e-commerce company. But what are we in fact? In fact, we are founded in 2011, we are the world's largest distributor of the highest quality gold products in small transaction friendly weights, meaning we provide gold bullion around the world in small amounts, where it makes it affordable, transactionable, and friendly to handle. In fact, you see there in the map, our headquarters just adjacent to the Mercedes-Benz headquarters in Stuttgart, Germany. And there in Stuttgart, Germany, in our wonderful headquarters, inside there, somewhere along those floors, there's a department, a shipping department. Well, in case you did not know this, Caraballs International is the #1 client of FedEx. FedEx ships all of our physical products to more than 140 countries around the world. Here's our founder, Senator Dr. Harold Constantine Sykes, 2-time author, one of The Future of Money and Think Big, but he's also founder and visionary of Caraballs International. What is his mission? My mission, he says, is to produce the highest quality gold available in the market, make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal, he says, is that Caraballs helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. Well, here's the question. How do you find honest people? Well, you had to have an honest product, and that honest product is gold. Gold is an asset, family, the premier of assets. An asset is an instrument of value that appreciates over time, and gold is equally yoked. The highest quality of gold means that it has the grade of gold that allows you to settle debts for any nation. So you have an honest wealth base by which to work from, and when you tie that wealth base to your cash, then it extends, it stretches the abilities you have with a declining currency such as the US dollar. Everybody knows gold is money. You got JP Morgan Chase closed thousands of branches over the last couple of months, more than 1,000 branches rather, over the last couple of months. And people's monies are still trapped off in there. You can't get in. They open late and they close early. So if you're an essential worker, you don't have any access to the monies. You can't meet with anybody inside. You got to make an appointment and meet them outside between masks and gloves. Not only that, You find a situation where they don't have the denomination of currency you may be looking for. You go there to make a withdrawal, and they've reduced, because they have the right to, because it's not really your money in their banks, they reduced your daily maximum allotment of cash. Then on top of it, some of them don't even carry the larger bills. So you find yourself leaving with a bunch of ones, fives, and tens. Hey, this is Alan Greenspan. 9 years he was head of the Federal Reserve. Those are the people that print the paper, that print the money. He says gold is always accepted, but he never told us. Then you have Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, who just gave you that cash flow quadrant. He showed you gold is God's money. Listen, gold is just as indestructible as the God that created it. It never rusts. It can't rust. It can't be destroyed. It's the world's greatest conduit next to water. And it comes from the earth. Its value, its labor is stored in the gold as a result of what it took to extract it from the earth, and its scarcity adds an additional element. That's why gold is equally yoked around the world. So here's some of our gold. This is cash gold. Cash gold is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful state of currency where you have paper notes, and embedded in the paper note is pure gold. And you also have it in cards. Each cash gold card is equipped with a blacklight authentication feature on the front. And physically, this is physical gold, meaning it can be shipped to you. It can be stored for free on account, and with a click of a button, you can have it shipped to you in the amount that you have stored. It's digital. Digital meaning it can be used like a digital currency to purchase within our ecosystem. Now, we have an entire economy, and you'll learn more about that, but online payments. Many of you are used to Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung. I was at a counter one day last year, and I was so disturbed because I just thought the young lady in front of me was just wasting time, just taking time. She was playing with her phone. I thought she was playing with her phone, waiting to check out her groceries. I'm standing behind her with my little thing of gum. And she just took her phone and shook it over the counter, and all of a sudden a receipt popped up. She grabbed it and walked out. Technology has moved into an age of digitalization. Everything is digitized, folks. You don't carry cash like you used to. You see stacks of it in movies and music videos, and you might keep stacks of it with you. But for the most part, the average person carries 12 credit cards in their possession. Don't know if they're good or not, but they carry on an average 12. The average person carries 14 debit cards in their possession, according to bank rate statistics. So it's a digital age, and our cash gold is convertible. It can be exchanged for cash within the ecosystem without having it shipped home to you. It can also, once it's shipped, it can be dealt with over the counter with products, goods, and services, because gold is money. Now, the power of gold, period, is the fact that it stabilizes any economy. All right. So let's say you look at this 1920 Ford Model T. It was $645 or equal to a kilogram of gold in 1920, because gold and the dollar were matched, because the dollar was backed by gold. Here we are 100 years later, at the end of this currency, the end now, and you find yourself with a small SUV or a small truck, and it can run you $40,000. Does it mean that the cash is that much more valuable? Oh, not at all. It has nothing backing it. In fact, the dollar bill is worth 3 to 5 cents worldwide. So it takes more of those dollars stacked together like a sandwich, like a brick, okay, in order to gain the satisfaction of the seller or manufacturer to give you the product. However, if you just had a kilogram of gold, you can get that car. Matter of fact, the rate of gold jumping up like it is today, you can get 2 of those cars and have change. Now, I talked to you about inflation, about the prices of goods and services going up and the value of the money decreasing. Here's another illustration that might bring it home some more. Look what a $20 used to do in 1998. A $20 bill would have got you a ton of groceries. They brightened the bill in 2005, made it fatter, made it lighter, made it wider, and you barely have any groceries in the shopping cart. Well, 2020, it's so faded, your cart also faded. Now they give you a little picnic basket, And truth be told, you don't even need that. You go in there with your $20, you take your 2 or 3 items, you can stick them in your pocket or your purse. So what do we learn? How do we get beyond all of this shock and awe for some, trauma for some, but opportunity for others? Here's how we deal with it. We don't see anything here as a threat to us. We don't see anything here as disparaging. We see opportunity. You ever heard the phrase, when a door closes, a window opens? Well, there's a lot of truth to that in this world, in this society today, and I'm going to show you. See, we learned the number one secret of millionaires. Now, we told you that gold is the premier asset. It's known as a tier 1 asset. In the world of finance, tier 1 means there's no risk associated with it. Gold carries no debt, and Caraballo International is a debt-free company. You see? So you can hold as much gold as you want. It'll only be a value and an asset to you. It will never be debt. So the number one secret is to pay yourself first. We exchange declining paper dollars into the world's best tier 1 asset, gold. And how we do it? We change the mindset. The first thing we change in our mindset is spending. See, because the poor was always taught to spend, and it leaves them, and save when they want something. You see? Now, I know the scripture says the poor will always be amongst us, but I'm here to tell you that the poor don't have to be you. That could be somebody else in the book. So we're going to show you how the wealthy do it. When you spend, it leaves you. You willing it away without a command for it to return. And then we save out of desperation. We save out of times where we didn't fathom, like today for some of us, or we save towards a memory. Give me an example. And nothing wrong with this memory now. It's just that we have not successfully dug our well before we needed water. So we save for birthday gifts. No, please don't take any offense, Naila. You know, yours are in gold, so you're good. All right. So we save for birthday gifts. We save for celebrations. We save for that cruise. We save for that car. We save for that thing that we want. But it doesn't build a legacy of wealth. It make you rich temporarily, but even the lottery players, the good majority of them, 74% of them always end up broke after winning their millions. Why? There was no financial literacy behind it. There was no discipline behind saving and paying yourself first. But that's what the rich and wealthy absolutely do. And this is the culture by which we teach. We give you the dream, meaning we help you discover it. We put the tools in place to help you with your desire to realize it. Then we give you enough tools to fuel your belief, to feed your attitude. It creates determination in you. And then the discipline is there. And you pay yourself first. Now, to rich and wealthy, this is what they do. They save and they invest for themselves. And then what happens? They circulate the money. They don't circulate, they don't spend it. They don't will it away from them. It starts with them and they call it back to themselves. And every round that money goes in its community, every round produces greater value. It comes back to the point of origin multiplied. That's how the rich and wealthy do it. This is what you're learning through us today. So how can you start a simple and duplicatable business with Caraballos from home? How can you be on the other side of that quadrant where you have financial security and independence, where you have a hedge of protection against all manner of crisis? And how much more easy it is for people to join when it's free? Man, look, there's two keys to our compensation plan. One is leverage, and the other is exponential growth. Now, before I get really far off into that, let me share this part with you. John Paul Getty, the first documented billionaire in America, he said, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. Whew. You see, that's math there. That extends your life. What happens when you don't have to put all the work in? Well, you gain time. What happens when you have to put all the work in? Well, you gain location freedom. And what happens when you get 100% reward for less than 100% work? You get financial freedom. Now, here's our disclaimer. We're not financial advisors. This presentation is not designed to give financial advice. The following examples show calculations for illustration purposes only and is not a guarantee of income. I can guarantee that you can make money in Caraballs, but I can't guarantee the size of your dream because that's what's going to determine it. And that's your choice. That's the decision you'll make between those two questions. Where are you in life right now and where you want to be? So here's our compensation plan. So when you first opened up into this opportunity, you signed on for a free gold savings account and it made you eligible from that free account for the unilevel bonus. What does that mean? Well, first, let's look at the free gold savings account. A free account, what's required? You just submit your full name, your address, your shipping address, your phone number, an email address, and a birth date, your birth date. You choose a username, you choose a password, and you're in business with more than 146 countries on this earth. That's number one. So when you get your free account and you save gold for yourself and share with others how they can do the same, matter of fact, if you share it with 5 people just to maximize the plan, do you know that you'll find yourself earning up to 6% a month in commissions against all the gold saved in your account? And do you know that runs into infinity? That's known as forever, folks. So you get paid monthly under the free gold savings account. From that position right there, you get paid once a month for all the gold saved on your account accumulatively through not just what you save, but what you referred others to do. Now, if you think you can't refer others, you say that's not your thing, I don't like talking to people. Well, I'm sure somebody talked to you about this opportunity today and you came. I'm sure you in the past have talked to people about where you got good food from, or where you shopped at, or where you prefer to get your car washed, or what school you desire for your children. You make referrals every day, each and every day. Do your referrals get you paid? Well, this opportunity, it can, and it can be done handsomely. Check this out. There's another option to our free program. Our free gold savings account allows you to accelerate your earnings, where instead of just earning on a daily on what you save and getting paid once a month, you could earn daily on what you save and what you've encouraged others to do through our unique referral program. You build a network and you'll get paid weekly. You'll get paid 5 times in a month. How does it work? You just simply acquire a business package anywhere you can begin. You acquire a business package that handles our Caraballs products, goods, and services. And then with that opportunity, you share it with others. Now, the reason why we're so excited about the business packages we have, they're known as multi-gold business packages, meaning every business package you get from Caraballs, which is an act of good faith to say, hey, you can pay me weekly because I'm going to tell the world about this opportunity and they're going to do what I've done. What makes it unique and what makes it so powerful, where people want to jump into it, every package has gold and it's stored on your account and or shipped to you at the push of a button. So what happens when you're now saving in gold, you acquire a package and then you tell other people about it and they do as you've done. That's called duplication, folks. And what happens, you start to get paid as your partners begin to duplicate. But it doesn't stop there. It also comes with a direct commission. That direct commission is a 3-generational payout. This means that every package, every multi-package has a status. All right, you have a bronze, silver, gold, and VIP status. Okay, either one of those statuses will get you paid. But what's significant about the multi-gold packages, there's one thing that all of them do at the same time, and is offered what's known as direct commission. So if you have a status multi-gold package and you make that package available to one person, you get a 10% commission. If that person makes it available to another person, you get 3% of that. But if that person makes it available to a third person, you get 2% of that. Now, again, we're talking about leverage and exponential growth. So let's say now you decide that you want to tell more than one person. Suppose you've done like Sister Naila and told 10. And those 10 people go out and tell 10. Well, you're getting 10% from 10 people, but now you're getting 3% from 100 people. But wait, let's say those 100 people go out and do what Naila did with sponsoring 10. Then you're getting 2% from 1,000 people. And this goes into infinity. They can buy as many packages as they want of the multi-gold packages because you're making the gold available. But check it. It doesn't even end there. Here's the dual team bonus. There's many ways to earn in Karatbars. We're just going to show you a few. Our dual commissions work this way. You have two teams. They call it A and B for this practice. I'll say right leg and left leg. Okay. So if you are selling, or anytime anyone purchases or acquires rather gold, its products or business packages, it creates what's known as units. If you have enough units calculated in the effort, you gain access to what's known as dual team payouts. So if you get 25 units on one leg and 50 units on the other, that gives you a dual team payout or a DTP. Now, what is a dual team payout? That's money. That's money paid to you for every time your two legs accumulate 75 units. Now, is that difficult? Oh, no, not at all. Because each status package that is made available to the next person comes with units. Oh, as a matter of fact, it runs into infinity too. Everything's forever in Karatbars. So check it out. If you have a bronze, silver, gold, or VIP package, you make one available to another, you'll see the euro amount that's available to you based off the status package you have. But also, when you make those packages available to others through sales, you'll see units attached to those packages that are credited to your account. And whether they fall on the right side or the left side is immaterial. You get 25 on one, 50 on the unit, on the other, you are going to get paid. But you don't get paid just one time. No, this is not a job. This is not a pay period that ends and you go up now and you look to get your check for the end of the 2 weeks or the end of a month or even the end of a week. You can't go to your job and get 15, 20 checks for one pay period. But in the world of Karatbars, you can get paid up to 180,000 times a week in dual team payouts. 180,000 times a week. Family, this thing is insane. And the multi-packages, the multi-gold packages, that's what it gives you. It gives you that kind of leverage. It gives you that through exponential growth. It allows residual income to grow for you. It allows you to earn while you sleep. You can be playing with your children. You can be out with on a date. You can be out conducting other business. You can be traveling somewhere, or you can be asleep, and you're making money. Look, let me show you some of the benefits of these packages. We already talked about the commissions, and we talked about the unit level bonus that comes from saving, but you also have matching bonuses that you're going to learn about. And we have more than 7 income opportunities here. We're just showing you a few today. And you earn 5 commissions per month, weekly in the dual system and monthly in the unilevel system. And all of them are paid on our prepaid MasterCards, privately issued. Now, here are the multi-gold package details. Each package, these are matching bonuses. Each package you sell or make available to the next person, you get free gold as part of your commission. It's part of your commission. This is not your commission. This is part of your commission. So if you, in fact, have a VIP package yourself, it allows you to earn for 7 generations. And those generations, meaning 7 people down your organizational line. And if each person makes a VIP package available to another, you get free 1.4 grams of gold. Now, that's just one person now. That's just one person making this available down the line of 7 people. But again, that one person, like we showed you about exponential growth just a moment ago, let's look at it this way. Let's say this one person decides to get 10 people. That's 11 grams of gold. If that person gets 10 people. So you can go all the way down the line, and do you know, in a day, a week, a few days, you can have 77 grams of free gold given to you, along with the commissions generated from it. This is matching gold bonus. And you get gold bonuses with each package that is acquired. The only one that does not carry a matching gold bonus is the first one, which is a measure of good faith, and that just offers the discount cards, but it still gives you gold. It gives you a 0.5 gram of gold. your matching bonuses from your dual program, this is awesome. Because when you find yourself in a situation where others in your organization get paid, you in turn earn a bonus, a matching bonus from them getting paid. And you may not even know them 1,000 people down the road. So if you're a VIP, you can get paid up to 7 generations. 5 generations of the gold, 3 is the silver, 2 is the bronze. At any level of this opportunity, you make money. Now, suppose you don't necessarily have enough to acquire a VIP package. Say you come in at a silver. Well, every package qualifies you for a 5 and 5 fast track promotion. What this means is you sponsor 5 new affiliates within your first 5 weeks from acquiring your business package. At your package level or higher, the company will upgrade you to the next highest package status at no cost. So if you're a silver package holder, you could be a VIP by getting 5 people in 5 weeks to do what you've done or greater, and then getting another 5 people to do what you've done or greater. You move from silver to gold and gold to VIP. You'll be at the top of the compensation plan with all the perks, all the privileges that come with it at no cost to you. We have long-term incentives. For everybody that does the knowledge and does the work here, Karatbars rewards you with everything from a leather bag all the way up to $1 million home. Built anywhere in the world, your choice. You put your finger on the map, let the X mark the spot, and Karatbars will build it up to $1 million. Keys in your hand, deed in your name, free and clear. This is our payment system, folks. We talked to you about the MasterCard. MasterCard is the world's highest or largest vetter of organizations, nations, companies, businesses, and individuals. It's how we get paid. We get paid in a privately issued MasterCard. We have a partnership with them. You own it. You own the card. You can order the card directly from your back office. Your commissions will be deposited on that card account, and you can access your cash at any bank or ATM anywhere in the world. And if you're diligent about building a business for yourself, you see all those grams of gold underneath the MasterCard? Well, you can earn free gold. We got a bunch of free gold this week and last week. And many of us can't explain how it happened, but that's the power of leverage and exponential growth in the world of Karatbars. Gold is a gift that just keeps giving. So in closing this for you, the Karatbars advantages are simply this. We're more than 9 years old. We operate in 146 countries. Our product is delivered physically directly to your door via FedEx. All commissions are paid on our privately issued MasterCard. There are more than 1 million affiliates worldwide in this opportunity. Don't think that the market is overly saturated. There are 8 billion people in the world. You have a complete support system with the company because you're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself, and it's free to join. On top of it, there are no recurring fees. You don't have any mandatory monthly fees or expenses. Everything is up to you. It's a decision, and you're under no obligation anytime with Karatbars. You have a state-of-the-art 24-hour, 7-day-a-week operated multi-million-dollar software that operates at no cost to you. Once you've achieved your free gold savings account, it is yours to operate and conduct your business. And our product is what everybody's looking for. People are trying to get back to work. Why? Because they think they need money. Oh, not think, they know they need money, but they think the paper's money. People are trying to Uber and Lyft and cut corners and taking a chance in this pandemic, hoping that they'll earn enough to earn whatever keep or whatever goals that they have, or just to keep some kind of sanity. And I'm here to tell you that that only happens when you know what pure money is, and gold is money, and that's our product. We cut all your distances, all your efforts in half by just making you knowledgeable of that fact. So here we are. We're a worldwide market, a gigantic market with a potential of 8 billion customers. We have a unique product, innovative company. We have a substantial compensation plan, and it's high potential, meaning you could do it part-time or full-time, and you have complete customer support. What is our goal? Look, family, to give people across the world a safe platform and method to transfer from currency into gold bullion, 1 gram at a time or more. That's our goal. You know, you're in this for yourself, but you're not by yourself. And we show you how to do it here in Wealth Builders. So you have 3 types of people after seeing this presentation. You might have been one who were in from the moment you heard gold. Once Naila or others introduce to you, you're ready to go. You might be in and just have some questions. Well, we have a lot of trainings as well as we're here. We might do a brief Q&A if you want one. Otherwise, your upline sponsors and the plethora of trainings and resources and presentations available online will help satisfy those answers. And you may say this is not for you. Well, it would make me ask the question, what's really not for you? Do you not want to save money or make money? Get you a free account, because getting that free account will allow you to be positioned. So when it does become for you, then you're already in place to benefit and reap the benefit from those working behind you. So get back to the person that shared this opportunity with you. Register now for your free gold savings account. You know, visit our webinars, our live events, our conferences, and team pages to use our affiliate tools. Stay plugged into your support team. You are independent, but you're not alone. I thank you for allowing me to go through that presentation with you. And if you have any questions at this time, I'm going to unmute the mics and I'll be more than happy to share them. I see some great stalwarts on the line. And before we go to a question, will you allow me to reach out to Brother James Marshall? Brother James, are you there? Are you available? Brother James, are you there? There
yes,
he
sir.
is.
I am here. I am here. Was I unmuted?
Yeah, I unmuted you. You know, I get quick like that. Quick with the fingers, brother. Quick with the fingers. That's Brother James Marshall out there in the world of North Carolina, North Kakalaki. You know, they call it the Tar Heel State because I understand it's because it was a state that once had more pigs than people, you know, and that's where the Tar Heel came from. So that's a little trivia, Brother James.
I didn't know that. I thought it was all about Michael Jordan.
Well, brother, it's an honor for you to be on our platform. The reason I brought him forward, he's a tremendous wealth builder. He's a great leader in the world of Caribars and wealth builders worldwide. And there's some insights he has with this opportunity. And I would like for him to just take a moment to share with you what this opportunity has done for him and what it means for so many people. So, Brother James, by all means.
Absolutely. And I am, again, humbled, and I appreciate you allowing me to say a few words. I thoroughly enjoyed that presentation. I love listening to you, sir. I mean, just a little bit about me. So I'm originally from the Boston area, and the last 8 years, up until last August, I was living in New York City and working as a district sales manager for about 8 years for a manufacturing company. And, you know, about 2 years prior to Caribars, I got involved in real estate investing, and through networking, I stress networking because we understand how important that is. I met a gentleman named Louis Davon Young, who, AKA Bitcoin Lou, is very successful doing what he's doing with Caribars, and he invited me to take a look at this opportunity. And, you know, I didn't have my arms crossed in any way, shape, or form. I absolutely fell in love with the opportunity and just followed his lead, plugged into the leaders, plugged into all of these calls, and just, I mean, it's not rocket science. I just simply did what they told me to do because they've been successful at doing it. And again, I just plugged into all of the senior leaders in this organization, and because of doing that, and I'm skipping over a lot of stuff because I could go on and on, but in so many different directions. But one thing led to another, and I've just been able to put myself in a position, and there's still work to do, but I've been able to put myself in the position where we ended up selling our house in New York City, moved down here to Wilmington, North Carolina on August 1st. And I've been able to spend every single day with my family. Actually, today was the anniversary of 1 year where I actually parted ways with that full-time job that I had for 8 years. Not 100% free yet. Like I said, there's still some more work to do, but
yeah, but you fired that, Buster.
I haven't been an employee. I haven't been building someone else's dream for a year now. So I'm focusing on mine, and it's all because of people like Brother Eric Ture Muhammad and so many others. We don't want to start mentioning names. So You know, for anybody that's new on this call, I hope that helps you. Don't let this pass you by, and get plugged in. I'm plugged in every single day. I would not be sitting here where I am speaking to this amazing gentleman if I wasn't plugged in literally 7 days a week. You don't have to be 7 days a week, but now I'm starting to ramble on. So I appreciate you giving me the time, sir. Thank you so much.
Oh, brother, we thank you. You know, we're sort of fanatical about it because we really believe in the power of what we have. Thank you, Brother James. Now, if you have any questions, you know, please, by all means, just hit the little button on there to raise your hand, and or you can unmute your mic and ask your question, and we'll do all we can to answer it for you. Brother Hassan, Blessing, is it Blessing Hassan or Hassan?
Hello, it's actually a female.
Oh, well, peace, Queen. Greetings.
Brother. So since you guys aren't actually selling anything, what is like the point of the whole? I don't know.
The point of it is you're exchanging the valuelessness of a dollar to gain its value in gold. And the more you gain value in gold in an asset, it helps you to restore your time freedom. So if you're working somewhere, for an example, I used to work 90 hours a week. Okay. I was working in hospitality. I was working in the hotel industries, and I did it for 90 hours a week because I thought that, well, at a point it was 90 hours a week, because at a point that I thought that's what I had to do. I didn't see another option. But when I saw the value of this go away, I like using this example. Here's a $5 bill, right? This $5 bill allowed me to acquire cash gold in my gold savings account. The gold is a value system that increases over time. You never lose with gold. You never lose with it. When I got the cash note at the time, it was $4.44 euro. It was roughly $5, about $5.05. Okay. Today, it's almost $8.
Right.
This is just a few months ago. See, your $5 bill is only going to be a $5 bill on paper, and it's going to remain that. It won't give you the power of a $5 bill. It can only give you the power of 15 cents right now, because the dollar bill is 3 to 5 cents worldwide. So if you multiply 3 cents against 5, that's only 15 cents. What can you do with a $5 bill that will feed you for a week? Nothing.
Come on now, Bonnie. I mean, Josh, you know.
But if you have a few of these where you just exchange for this,
you know what I'm dealing with.
and then when it's exchanged for this, and the value and the commission sits on your card. When I say your card, I'm talking about one of these beautiful MasterCards.
I don't give a fuck.
Then what happens? You can do your online payments. You know, you can go to your stores. You can get your products, goods, and services. You can get utility bills done. You have a lot of things that you can do through the power of this card. You see, but your dollars stretch with this. So what we don't sell, we are salespeople, but what we sell is the opportunity to realize the power of your dreams, the power of lifestyle. So Karatbars gives you back financial freedom. It gives you back time freedom. It gives you back location freedom. So in February, matter of fact, it was February 6th, the job and I parted ways. You know, Mr. Marshall, a year in now from parting ways with plantations. And then many of us are striving to work in a way where we'll never have to entertain going back to one. But here's the other power. Millions of people right now are on the rolls of the unemployed.
Yeah.
Home everywhere. They don't know what they might do. I don't know your disposition personally, but you may know people who are furloughed or laid off, or some have been fired, or some say, I'm not going back with all this madness out here. I know the governor said you can open up the state, but baby, they ain't nowhere near, near, you know, a health disposition right now. It hasn't even peaked. They still don't have a grip on it. You know, the economy is going to pot. So what do you do in the meantime? You still have to live. You still have to maintain a roof over your head. You still have to live. You know, you need your food, clothes, and shelter. Well, this gives you the power to do it because it's completely off the grid. So a home-based business, you can literally earn a six-figure income following a system that's proven itself to make individuals wealthy and rich.
Mm-hmm.
And so we sell the opportunity in that respect, you know, and then we work together to walk you through each of those steps to help you get where you need to be.
Okay.
It's a pleasure, Queen. What is your name?
Blessing. That is my first name.
Blessing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is the last name Hassan or Hassan?
Hassan.
Hassan. It's an honor,
Mm-hmm.
Queen. Thank you so
You too.
much.
All right.
All right. Anyone else? I see that other wealth builder up there, Kiara Jackson. KJ. What's popping, sister? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good today. How about you?
I'm great. I'm great, sister. I hear you rich. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to tell your business. My bad. My bad. Glad to see you. Do you have anything you want to share with anyone? Okay, she's good. You have anything you want to share, Sister KJ?
No, I don't have anything I want to share, but I'm on I just started and I'm on the track to I'm getting people signed under me. I have 3 people that I already have registered.
All right.
Gonna them before the end of this by this weekend rather.
Okay, okay. Now, congratulations for that. And understand now, just like we said, everybody, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So there are things that we don't expect you just to know off the rip. You know how you feel about it, but you can reach out to myself, you can reach out to Brother J.A. Salam and others. There are many of us who know this opportunity, you know, and we'll help you discuss and answer those questions that some of your prospects may have. Okay. Glad to see you, Queen. You stay safe out here.
All right. Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Anyone else? Any other questions? Sis Naila, you have anything you want to share before we close out?
Yes, I would. Give me 1 second. My video is acting up, everyone. I am in St. Louis, Missouri. We're a little dark out here, so I can't. It's raining inside my house. My connection is not working, so I hope everyone can hear the sound of my voice.
You're fine, sister.
You haven't seen me, but I hope you can hear me. For the most part, I just want to thank everyone for coming out. I'm very excited about this opportunity. Thank you, Brother Eric. You did a really, really great job. It was really, really awesome call. I hope everyone's seen the benefit of Carry Bars as much as I do. Like I said, I'm a mother of 3 children. I did everything from flipping burgers to working for Fortune 500 companies as supervisors, as managers, and all of that. I actually stopped working 9 months before I found Carry Bars. And in that timeline, I actually been manifesting in nothing but abundance. And upon this opportunity, I knew that this was something that all I've been waiting for, to actually feed my children. And the moment I heard it can feed my children's children, I knew this was something that was good for me. I'm a person that is big on investments. I have everything from Amazon to every company I work from American Income Life to Amazon to Facebook to Google. I invest into all of those accounts. But due to this market crash, this coronavirus, I'm not gonna put my personal business out there, but I've lost thousands, tens and 15s of thousands due to this crash. I know with gold, that's never gonna happen.
That's right.
So I would just recommend to everyone, if you can hear the sound of my voice, I am a person that have many successes. I have many businesses. I've done a lot of different things. If you are about your children, about the future, if you have any type of passion, Carry Bars is what you want to be in. It's something that you want to endure into your life. I just say be fearless. Have fearlessness and dream big, because if you know anything about gold, I love my gold chains, my gold watches, my gold earrings, my gold everything. So if you're a person that really understands what this means for your family, get in, because it is like, yes, you're right, Brother James. It is gold is risk-free. You have nothing to worry about, and gold, it's appreciating asset. if you want to win, this is the best way to win. If you want to lose, keep investing into your paper dollars. That's something I traded in for my children's sake, and they'll thank me later. So I want to thank you all for coming out. We have definitely a lot of calls that's coming up. We have some power calls Monday through Saturday. Tune in, goldrocks.info. I'm going to put that information in the chat box. I don't want to lose connection with you all. I can run on all day about how excited I am about this opportunity, but I'm just going to tune in, watch my chat to pop up. I'll put all the calls for you all to tune back in. Me and Brother Eric will be back on Monday, April 27th at 5:00 p.m. Central Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. I want to see all of you all there. If you are very, very excited about this opportunity, you want to get tuned in. It is my birthday, guys. I'm very excited about everything. The rain is actually knocking me off my call, and I don't want to lose you all because it's still poor connection. But before we get disconnected, check my chat box. I'm going to drop that information. Thank you all for joining. Thank you so much, Brother Eric. Thank you so much for everyone joining the call. I really, really appreciate it. Also, thank you so much, Brother James. You all have a good day.
You too. Thank you, family. We'll keep the line open while Sister's working on that chat, and I'll probably throw something on here for y'all to look at while that's going on. Peace and power, and I will see us on the other side of money. Looking forward to seeing us Monday. Ahu.
You got to have the courage. Do you have the courage to act outwardly on what you see inwardly? Or will you die a dreamer? Will you die on the verge and on the edge and in the land of coulda, woulda, and shoulda? Do you have the courage? I'm going to drop something on you. It takes courage to be successful. It is far easier not to be successful. Misery will always have company. Success breeds contempt. If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in. And if you're more concerned about people than you are God, then neutralize everything he put in you. Just fit in with everybody else. Dress like them, walk like them, act like them, eat like them, go where they go, think like they think, do what they do. And once you've neutralized your uniqueness, you don't need courage. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to go where you've never gone before. For some of you, it took courage to come to this conference. It takes courage to get you outside of the box. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage to stand there though the storms keep raging and the people get to talking and you stand there and say, I've come too far to turn around? do you have the courage? I'm going to say something to you. It takes courage to be exceptional. It takes courage to be wise. It takes courage to be rich. It takes courage to be educated. It takes courage to be knowledgeable. Because the moment you do, but you don't talk like, oh, you forgot where you came from. Look at you, it takes courage. And I'm just wondering, in this weak, watered down, mediocre society that we live in today, in this reality TV world we live in today, I'm wondering if there's anybody left that's got the courage to say, after all I've been through, and all my ancestors have been through, and all my parents have been through, I didn't come through all of that just to fit in with normalcy. I have the courage to go after my dream. Is there a woman left in this entire Coliseum that's got some